Alright guys, welcome back. It's occurred to me that I should probably put at least 1 point into, or enough points to get attunement anyways, or to get 1 attunement slot in attunement. And what had I decided? Oh, I remember. I decided that I'm gonna do another sequence break and kill another boss out of order. The next boss I'm gonna go for is the Moonlight Butterfly. And the reason that I'm going to kill the Moonlight Butterfly is because well, first off, I want the Wolf Ring, because that ring is awesome this early on. Also, heading that way will get me the Elite Knight armor, which is pretty good. It's not the greatest, but it certainly... How do I put this? I guess what I'm trying to say is it certainly lets me wear some armor, since right now I'm doing nothing of the sort. And yeah, that guy drops Titanite pretty frequently. With the Ring of Fog, that guy won't aggro, which is pretty nice, but it's kind of irrelevant. So normally you actually come from sort of where these guys are standing over to the left there. That's the path you normally take. But, not me, guys, because I don't give a fuck. So, oh, I forgot to make that run to... I'll do it next time at Firelink. But, anyways, the nice thing about killing the butterfly early is you can get the Divine Ember, which, well, to make a long story short, my last run was a Divine Ember run, and I was super pissed off by the end of it. This weapon is hitting harder than my Divine frickin' Zweihander was hitting, so mark me uninspired. And actually, I meant to check something about this weapon. Nope, I didn't think so. Okay. I wanted to check something, but it's not really relevant.
Well,
I don't think I have anything. Yeah, I don't have any Titanite. Does this guy sell Bottomless Box? Nope, that's the other guy. Okay, well, I'm gonna pick up a Weaponsmith box for now, just because I have the souls. I've got nothing to lose by doing so. I'm also gonna kill this thing, just to get it out of my way. But I'm gonna do it the fair way for a change, and just cut it down. Oh my god. Yeah, so the thing that sucks about those guys is that their active hitbox is freaking ridiculous. Their tail, when they're swinging their weapon, their tail can hit you. And because I have no poise, it will stagger and kill you, like you just saw. I was staggered and I couldn't roll before his next attack came and killed me. So you have to watch out for that, but 400 souls, I'm not even worried about it. That's 1 Silver Knight, so I'm gonna pass that and start hitting you. So whatever you want to do, buddy. He's going for the long swing, so don't get hit by that. And then I'm getting killed because I hate my life. Whoa! Oh, I made it. Haha! Sucker. Okay. There are 2 varieties of these guys. One of them is as weak as this guy. The other has way more defense and a shitload more HP. So don't fight those ones because they're a pain. But that guy's pretty easy, even though I died. He's a lot easier than I made him look. I died because I was being silly. So we're just gonna carry on into here and pretty much massacre these things, get purple moss clumps. One sad thing about my sequence is that I went too snugly before coming through here, and I was thinking about that later. I probably should have done this first, and the only reason is because these clumps can get you Twinkling Titanite, so I might have been able to upgrade my weapon another time, but to be honest, it doesn't matter all that much. There's a guy here. Most people wait for the other guy that's currently charging me. Oh wait, I'm wearing the Ring of Fog, so never mind. There's another guy over here, but I'm wearing the Ring of Fog, so he didn't notice me. Because he sucks, and I'm invisible. Large Soul of a Nameless Soldier, absolutely. To open that door, you need the Crest of Artorias. I have not purchased that since my first playthrough. You can kill Andre if you really want. I don't recommend that. But I'm just gonna crack this bonfire as a safety measure. Yeah, not gonna happen. And, oh, I need to be human, actually, for this. And I don't think any Dark Wraiths are gonna invade me. It's pretty rare to be in this area at this level, but they might, so maybe I'll get invaded. But I want Beatrice to help me, because otherwise, well, sorry, I had to burp there. Otherwise, it's gonna take a while, and in retrospect, maybe I should have come back after, you know, getting armor and stuff, but it's not too bad. I'm not really concerned about anything in this zone. What's up, Mr. Frog? This weapon's pretty good at killing stuff like this because it hits straight down very consistently. The R2 on a lot of weapons is also pretty good, but those tend to be very slow swings, like this one. Oh, that was the forward R2. Yeah, just the regular R2 looks like that. Yeah, I know, it's hard to tell the difference, but... well, I can. And it annoys me. Normally, you want to just go up there and get the Wolf Ring and, like, Homeward Bone or something, but I can actually fight these things, so I'm going to. I don't know about with all of this Tree Frog support. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, you're kicking my ass. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough, I suppose. These guys, I think I can just one-shot. Yeah, I can just one-shot them. Those guys are pretty hard to kill if you have a bad weapon, so be aware of that if you have a bad weapon. I don't, so it's not an issue. I believe they get 2 or 3 shotted by a +5 Swayhander, so just keep that in mind if you try to fight them with like a super great sword. Gravelord sword, I think, is 2 hits for most of the attacks. Unupgraded because normally that weapon is hard to upgrade. You need Demon Titanite and a lot of souls, which this early in the game, 5,000 souls can be a bit annoying to farm. He says as he has 5,000 souls, but meh, I'm doing things way, way out of sequence at this point. Sequence has been completely abandoned. And that's one of the things I like about this game, is the sequence is not like set in stone. You can kind of do your own thing. I like that. I like that. Makes for bingo runs that are interesting. I'm probably gonna actually make a program that is just like a bingo program for this game that will have a database of random things that you can try and get. And, you know, make a bingo grid full of them. I haven't decided if I want rare stuff. I'll probably do both, honestly. Yep, I'll have to think about that. I might upload it later. But for now, let's just go running. Sprinting is fun. These guys can actually drop green moss, which dramatically increases your endurance recovery rate. And I mean dramatically, viewers. It's pretty amazing, actually, how much more you get. But I want the Elite Knight armor, or really armor in general, even though I am kind of manly with my awesome... my awesome no chest piece. I don't think that's appropriate for this run. Okay, you first. Oh, and yeah, dodging these guys is more challenging than I think it should be, but what do I know? I'm just some guy. Die! No! These guys can cast Tranquil Walk of Peace, by the way. And also they can kill you, so watch out. Just gonna back up, get a little bit of healing, since apparently I need it against these guys. I don't know why, I one-shot them, but better to be careful when you're getting owned like that, so that's what I did. Pick up this. That thing, and that thing, and that thing. Okay, they have, I think, 200 HP, and that's why I one-shot them. So I do 214 damage. What a surprise. Now, if you're coming through here with a weapon that isn't as good as the Black Knight's Halberd, be aware that... Oh, he was getting ready to cast. Well, sucks to be him. Be aware that these guys might actually be a threat to you, because they will poise through all of your attacks and hit you for a shit ton, as you were seeing earlier. But I'm okay, and I like to kill this thing, just get an egg vermifuge sometimes. Not super common, but I like that item. I think it has cool art, so that's what I do. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Over here's Witch Beatrice. I think this is the only fight you can... Oh no, she can help you with the Four Kings too. I take it back. It's probably my favorite summon. Just because she like solos the boss for you and you don't have to do anything in this fight. It makes Moonlight Butterfly another boss that is pretty reasonable for you to try and blitz to. But, here, just traverse the white light. To be honest, we can actually one-cycle the Moonlight Butterfly. It's just a matter of actually... are you targeting her, Beatrice? What the fuck are you doing? One thing that sucks about Beatrice is actually getting her to target the Moonlight Butterfly is somewhat difficult for reasons I don't understand at all. Don't get hit by that. There's no reason for that at all. Should just run. Beatrice? Your job is to kill this thing. You know that, right? That's your job. Thank you. And as you can see, this thing's already like down past half health, and I haven't even hit it yet. I hit it about as hard as Beatrice, so I can actually contribute for a change. But with the covetous Silver Serpent Ring, that's an easy 10,000, or 12,000, excuse me. It's an easy 12,000 souls, so I'll take it. And once again, we're already up in the 20,000 range. Pretty nice for such minimal effort, I would say. Just run all the way up here. There is a spear that I neglected to pick up. It's pretty good, it's the Partisan, but I just can't be bothered, honestly. And now just Homeward Bone for time's sake. I already have the Wolf Ring, so don't need that anymore. And keep going with Endurance all the way to 40, probably. It's about 1,000 away. Let me just... crap. Is it Soul of a Proud Knight? 1,000? Oh, it's 2,000. Son of a bitch. Well, it's fine. Having 1,000 souls around could be handy. I'm gonna need to get the bottomless box at some point, I guess. And besides, I'm about to get even more souls! So I'm gonna come back here. Oh, I didn't equip the Elite Knight armor. How embarrassing. Alright, let's see. The most I can equip is 39.5. Well, 39.6 is my limit. So we'll see about that. Ooh. If I get rid of that... Nope, still no good. Okay, well... yeah, I guess like that. Can I? Definitely not. Alright. I'm just trying to make sure that I can always mid-roll. These guys are decent farming, actually, which might sound a little bizarre, but... oh no, you know. As you can see, I'm not getting staggered by these guys anymore. The point of wearing armor for me is mostly poise. I'm at 66 poise, which is, I believe, a good break point. I think that lets you take a hit from a super great sword in PvP, but it's not really about PvP in this instance. It's more about just making sure that most of this generic crap doesn't stagger me with every hit. And one big downside to the Black Knight's Halberd is that it weighs an absolute boatload. 13. It's one of the heaviest weapons in the game, actually. that isn't like a super freaking great axe or some of the other, like the demon hammers and stuff, but for the most part, you don't want your stuff weighing this much. Whoa! Alright. And, actually thinking about it, now is probably as good a time as any to kill the Hydra and sequence break a little bit more. I don't feel like... God, I almost feel like Vegeta at this point. I'm not doing any of the bosses in order. But that's okay. Doing them in order is boring. Down there is the leather set that I'm never going to use. But by doing all of this stuff early, I can sort of power up really quickly. And since I did the Asylum Demon already, this run is just going to be even easier than it normally is. I am going to save over here because I'm pretty good once I get to the Hydra. I'm a little inconsistent actually getting to the Hydra, though. So, a little bit of a safety bonfire over here. Bonfire of shame, I guess. But that's okay. Being safe is good. Dark Souls is definitely not something anybody can give you grief for. Tempted to go get the spider shield down there. In fact, I think I'm going to. And actually, I'll show you guys. So this is the area where I killed the Black Knight at the very beginning of the first episode. I had actually done some commentary up to that point, but I was pissed off with it because it took me like 10 tries to kill this guy. So I decided to just delete it and start from here because I had to kill this guy dozens of times to get this weapon to drop. It's not actually that rare. The problem was I forgot to pick up some humanity at the beginning, and so as a consequence, I forgot to, or I didn't forget. I didn't have as high item discovery as I normally have, so that was kind of depressing. But right over there is the spider shield. Fighting these drakes for it is probably not worth it. These guys have a ridiculous amount of HP. Yeah, look at that shit. 264, that was like 10%. Nuts to that. So I'm probably just going to do a suicide run over to get that, and then I'll show you guys how to get there and how to get back to Firelink if you don't want to take some of these paths. Whoops, wrong way. Okay, so first up, suicide run on Spider Shield. And it might not actually be suicidal. There's a decent chance that I'll actually survive this process. But we'll see. We'll see. I guess I could have kindled this bonfire. It's not really the bonfire to kindle IMO. Okay. Down we go. And just save this one here. Nah, it doesn't matter. So what I'm going to be doing is sort of the reverse route. But once I've actually gotten to the familiar point, then I'll just keep going. I don't care about those souls. I'm almost certainly going to be killed by this guy on the bridge anyways, so... Oh, I got him to shoot that way. Maybe I'll live. Oh god, this is getting crazy. Later. Okay, well, I survived. I guess I get to retrieve these souls after all. So basically, there's a little ledge on this side, and you can run on it. Oh, I hate it when that happens. So that guy's tail can actually just drag you off the ledge like you saw there. It really pisses me off when that happens, but I don't know what to do about it. So if you have a solution to that, let me know. But basically, running along that little side path there will take you back to Firelink Shrine. If you go right at the bridge, cross the bridge and go into the little room there. I'll actually demonstrate that now. Hopefully, unless I get dragged into the fucking canyon again. I should have known better. When I'm running here, I have a special strat that actually allows me to avoid that tail. It's, I guess, theoretically riskier, but I get killed by the tail so frequently that I'm not convinced that it's actually riskier. So here's that strat, basically. once I get past this guy. And yeah, you can kind of bait their breath to go whichever direction you want, so just do that. But basically, oh, I guess I could also use the Ring of Fog. Basically, there's a little hole over here, and you just wait for this guy to turn a little bit while you're in the hole, and then you're good. But, yeah, see? This is a pretty straightforward run. And right there's the undead dragon. Another thing I did on my way here, this guy is guarding three items at the beginning of the game. One is right here, and it's a large soul of a proud knight. The one on the left is a Stora's straight sword, which I picked up, and the one on the right is the Dragon Crest shield. If enemies actually did fire damage in this game, then I would say that's a good shield, but nobody does fire damage in this game. And I know what you're thinking. Well, what about that Necromancer? He clearly lit your ass on fire while you were pushing that switch, even though you're not supposed to be hittable while pushing switches. You don't have to jump across there, by the way. You can just take this bridge, but felt like showing that shortcut as well. But, yeah, so that was a fireball, and that's all good and well, but it's still magic damage and is not fire damage, even though it should be. So, down here is the New Londo Ruins, and right up here, from the very start of the game, you can just come down and have fun in New Londo if you so desire. Although, odds are you'll just waste your transient curses and be screwed. I don't know what you're supposed to do if you do that. I'm sure somebody sells them probably, but yeah, pretty annoying area. We won't be going there for a long time. So I think now what I'm going to do is end this episode here and immediately resume playing and starting another episode right after this. And we are gonna take this guy to school because I want some souls. So I will see you guys in that part. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.